everyone. So today I went to the orthodontist and have it all written down here so I know what's going on. So yeah, I got there at 7:11 in the morning, and then I seen them all walk in. I seen the orthodontist, the chick that takes the pictures, the new chick, the one that always works on me, and then later on I seen Kathy walk in, and I wanted to go in there just to like sit down and whatever, and Mom was like, no, don't. And then so I went in at 8:03, even though the appointment was at 8:20. I just like sitting in there because they're fun people to talk to. So yeah, and then the orthodontist asked me how my surgery went, and I told her that I'm having more surgery tomorrow, and she said, oh, that's rough. And I was like, yeah, but I'm hanging in there, so I'm doing my best, you know. And then, so the orthodontist came and got me again, which is really weird, because usually the assistants usually do that, but no. So I sat down in the first chair, and then she saw my new camera, which is the Nikon Coolpix LA10, and she was like, oh my god, that is such a nice camera. Like, it's awesome. And then, is this still recording? Yeah, sorry. Didn't know if it was still recording. Wow, my computer has a habit of snapping. So if you hear snapping sounds, that's what it is. So yeah, and then, so she checked my teeth and loved them, and she's like, wow, your teeth are being so snazzy, like, they're so awesome. And I was like, oh, thanks. Well, they wouldn't be that way if it wasn't for you, but I didn't say that because I was just like, thanks for making them so lovely. And then she introduced me to the new lady, whose name is Yvette, although I don't know if she's the actual new lady or if it's like they're training her or something, because I seen another lady there last time, but I didn't know if it was the same one because I couldn't see her face because she was taking pictures of people's teeth. So yeah, I got her today, and then so she sat down and took over, and then so she took the top wire out, and I asked if I could floss, so then she let me, and then the orthodontist had requested 016 on 025 on the top, and then the same as the last time on the bottom. Well, drool. So, Monique, the one who does the camera thing, she loved my braids. Like, look at them. They're so gorgeous. Like, they're probably not gorgeous now because I'd be sleeping in them a lot. So, yeah. And then, so the new lady, she goes to open the bracket doors on the bottom. She can't even open them. And then she slipped and hurt me, like, she said it was her hand, but I'm pretty sure that wasn't her hand because that hurt pretty bad. Like, oh my god, she, like, hurt me pretty bad. Like, oh my god. And then, like, I almost started crying. And then, so she couldn't get, like, the side bracket doors out. So, instead of taking the wire out like normal people, she just, like, pulled it out a little bit. And then it was awkward because she was all like going under the wire to like put the colors on and whatever. Oh, and by the way, I picked red and white for school. I doubt it's focusing in on that, but well, you pretty much know that it's just like red and white. So yeah, and then so then she put the wire back in, and I was sad because I wanted to floss, but whatever. So then I told the orthodontist, I was like, hey, guess what? She was like, what, you've had your braces on for a year? I was like, no, braces on for a year, September 8th, 2012, at 9:30, give or take a few minutes, in the morning. And she was like, wow, then what is it? I was like, I just turned 21. And she was like, oh, did you get our birthday email? I was like, no. She's like, oh, damn. And then she was like, well, happy birthday anyways. And I was like, thank you. And then, yeah, she seemed to have gotten really mad that I didn't get it. But it's all cool. Like, it doesn't matter. So then the orthodontist, because I asked her about this chip in my tooth that you can't really tell. Well, you might be able to tell. It's like right there. And I asked if we were gonna fix it this time because she said we would fix it when the teeth, these two front teeth started to be straight. And so I asked her, and she said next time we're not only gonna fix that, we're gonna take the brackets all off and reposition them, and then bring down this front tooth, and then fix and shave off the chip and make it all nice. So next time is going to be like a pretty long appointment. Like I'm going to be there for a pretty long time. So yeah, and then, so she looked at my elastics arrangement from last time, which was one on this side from here down to there, and then this setup like on that side, on this side. So this time she told me none on this side and that on that side. If you can see. Yeah, and same elastics, zebras. So yeah, they're cute, but they kind of look like they're on crack. But that's okay. That's totally cool. The orthodontist said goodbye to me and wished me good luck on my surgery. And I said thank you, because I'm actually having surgery tomorrow. So yeah. So I went up to Kathy and made an appointment for October 3rd. I doubt you can see this. Like, I'm still trying to figure out this autofocus thing. Yeah, she wrote it down, not me. Because the computer thing wasn't working, so she wrote it down on the paper. Can you see that? Yep, you guys can see that. And I'm like, oh my god, you spell my name the same way my mom does. And I was like, yeah, she puts one N in it. And she's like, oh. And then, so I told her, I was like, hey, the new lady kind of hurt me. And she's like, I used to be an orthodontic assistant and I used to hurt patients all the time. And I'm like, awkward moment right here. Awkward moment. But Kathy's not a receptionist. I don't know. Maybe she likes reception work better. I personally wish I could be a receptionist. But surgeon's most best suited for me. So yeah. And then I left and the lady forgot to close this bracket door, and I was like so upset because we were like 2 blocks away, and Mom and Dad were like, make sure you check because I'm not coming back next week. And I'm like, you don't even have to come back next week, but I'm going to check anyways. And I apparently didn't check good enough because that was undone and I had to close it myself, and I was having like a really hard time, but I ended up doing it. So yeah, that's pretty much my appointment in a nutshell. So that's all there is to say about that, and I will go back on Wednesday, October 3rd at 1 p.m. Yeah. Oh, and I finally found out their Wi-Fi password because I kind of remembered it, and I was there early, and I was like typing in all these things, and I'm like, oh my god, this is not the password. And I almost wanted to text the orthodontist like so bad because I like have her number to text her, and I wanted to text her like so bad, but I was just like nah, I'm not gonna text her. But I was there for like an hour without Wi-Fi or internet, and I was upset. And yeah, I ended up figuring it out. It's like big smiles, something like that. Yeah, that's what it is. Or without the S. It all depends. I don't really remember. We'll just type in both next time I go. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, my school colors are red and white. So yeah, alright, bye guys.